also got requests too for markers, so don't worry, there'll be markers as well as too. So I want to do this, so I get this because this still is Halloween, and I still got plenty of pages left. There's another one to a Dollar General, because that's where I got it from. So I'll definitely be getting more. Because the Dollar General in my area, they have like so many different holiday stuff. So and it works too, because like I said, a lot of times like they don't like, because of the the small town they're in, that my grandparents are in, like they don't really like, like they don't like, they have like tons and tons of this product, stuff like that. So I kind of help out, because they're small business. I mean, despite being Dollar General, they're small, Oh, shit, what's supposed to color that black? Damn it. I'll try to color. I'll try to fix it. I'm like too busy. I'm like distracted for a minute. All right, but yeah. And I got my own markers, so I could do a marker convert. Because 2 subscribers, or they both want to see me do marker coloring and stuff like that. So I got that covered. I think I used to do markers. I can't remember exactly, but I'll do it because I wouldn't mind doing it. Giving it a try and see what it's like. I just gotta make sure I have something in the back of markers. Usually they leak for the pictures, so I just gotta be careful how I do it so it doesn't make anything. Make a mess on the tables, stuff like that. Obviously, but. I'm gonna color that in before I screwed up some more. I could probably say if I color, there you go. If I color it dark, I can cover it up, so it doesn't look. It'll still be noticeable. It just won't be as noticeable, so it will look a little bit better, if you will. I like the purple and the black. A nice touch to it. Now with the, I guess you could make it purple. That's stitch 10, I guess, just for the heck of it. So that way it matches the purple and the little purple ribbon on that, or a bandana. It could be it can go either way, really. Obviously orange for the pumpkin, which is just, which just makes sense considering. But yeah, like I said, because there's Halloween's coming, there's going to be a lot of, I'm going to be adding some Halloween and horror style content to go with the holiday. And like I said, something like this I like because, it's something for the kids to enjoy, because it's simple, basic, it's not scary, it's just, just basic coloring, And I have different age groups that watch my videos, so I want there to be videos for everybody, I said too, I'm trying to make multiple videos because I want to make sure there's videos throughout the week and stuff like that. Plus that way, like I said, since I have work, instead of having to do that, I can just worry about doing live streams, and I don't have to worry about taking time out to do videos. And I could just do it on the weekend, spend time making a bunch of videos, and then when it comes to during the week, I could just store the videos on my phone, and shift. When I'm done, because I do 2 shifts. When I'm done my first shift. Especially since recently they've been having me do double shifts. So, it does help. But plus I could use the money too, so I'm like, yeah. But that's me though, I like to work too, so I'm like, now, yeah, I'll admit, yeah, it's kind of boring. Because, like I said, there's not many people to cross. It's a crossing guard job. So, like, the one part, like, because once school's out and everything else, like, they have you go down the street for like an hour and a half. I'm just sitting there, like, bored out of my mind. But, it's extra money. It's become stressful at times, because I'm like sitting there not doing much. So it's like, I'm like, oh, yeah. It's like, I have to do the extra hours, but boy, this is boring. The only thing I have for away is just like, I just leave myself to my thoughts. Try to get rid of some of these white spots that just don't look that good. Kind of ruins the whole look. Try to go for the character. There we go. Yeah, just darkening it a bit. Yeah, just like that. Crap! Screwed up. Yeah, I accidentally colored it. Damn. I went a little too fast. Oh, that sucks. But I'll probably color in multiple pages. I want to. There's another page I want to color too. I just don't remember what it was. I have to do it off camera and look. I just don't mind this. This part that I screwed up. It looks horrible now. I hate when I do that. I don't know how I do that. How do I screw up that bad? Just gotta get the stars. Go. Okay. Now we're gonna color in this pumpkin. Apparently he's doing a TikTok dance with a skeleton. Kinda looks like he's wearing bell-bottom jeans like I do from the 1970s style. But we'll make them blue. Give him some nice blue jeans. This color actually fits in perfectly. It could be like a pumpkin guy cowboy kind of thing. Just give me a minute to get a brown crayon. I actually have cowboy boots, but mine are brown. Yeah, my cowboy boots are brown. Definitely not cheap to buy, but they are fun to wear. The thing I don't like is that they're like high heels, so they clang, 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 clang. I'm like, oh, that drives me crazy. I won't lie, that kind of drives me crazy because they sound like high heels, so they got clang on the ground over and over again. I'm like, oh my god, brother, this is driving me crazy. I don't know, just some of the sound. I just don't like the sound. I just think it was kind of annoying. You know, stuff like that. Kind of reminds me about disco shoes. I used to wear disco shoes. Which, you know, those who know disco shoes, they're basically like high heels. But these were platform disco shoes. So, like I said, they had a 5-inch platform on the heel and the actual foot. And of course, I decided to wear them in the rain one time, and I fell on my rear. Oh man, that hurt. So I didn't. I'll say from personal experience, yeah, definitely don't wear disco shoes in the rain, especially when you're in Atlantic City on boardwalk. I mean, I didn't know it was gonna rain either, but still, I was like, why the hell did I decide to do this? This was so stupid. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, it is what it is. But I'm honest too, you know. Don't get me wrong, I like disco shoes. I think they're good and stylish. They're kind of cool to wear, but they are a major pain. And obviously black, because that's supposed to be a suit jacket, so that just makes sense. I just can't color it too dark, or else it's going to be hard. You won't be able to tell what the heck it is. So it has to be like a light black. So it'll probably look like a blackish gray. You know, or something to that effect, or a grayish black. Something like that. Like I said, that's so you can tell the different, like I said, the different curves and the different, like, you know, like this, the little lines. You can tell what the heck it is. I screwed that one up a little bit, damn it. Of course I did. Okay, no orange. Since he's a pumpkin, and he's apparently a pumpkin head. Like, quite literally. Then you get the inner parts of the pumpkin that are supposed to be orange. And the obvious parts have to be yellow, so it looks like there's a candle on the side. And then these be the pumpkin. His skin should be, the hands should be orange too, because, it's supposed to be like connected to his body, which obviously, being a pumpkin, would have to be orange, because that just makes sense. Yellow for the mouth and eyes. So it looks like there's a candle in there, like we would do for a traditional pumpkin. Plus it's colorful too, so you can't beat that. And then brown for the stem, because that's just obvious that the stem is usually brown, or I mean, it could be different colors, but usually in a picture, it usually be that color. And obviously, skeleton has to stay away because skeletons are white. So let's do this one. So for the bats, obviously black, but I'm gonna color it light, so you can tell that's what it is. Just gotta make sure I don't get the eyes, because the eyes aren't supposed to be black. That won't make any sense. I remember some of you guys liked the one that got. I remember there's a particular subscriber who liked when it got really close. So I went to a close up. There you go, that one, because I know you like that. Remember you told me in a live stream you like that, so yeah. For obvious reasons, I gotta make sure I get the eyes white, because that would make no sense whatsoever. Let's see. Let's get the last one. Yeah, just like that. Yeah. There we go. Nice and, like I said, too, I'm gonna have a marker one, but I'll probably do the marker one first. Video that for you guys, I'll do that first. And I'll worry about, like the Crayola coloring ones. Not the crayons. What's that? The tongue could be red. Actually, isn't the tongue pink, technically? Yeah, because I know in cartoons usually, but usually, theoretically, the tongue is supposed to be pink. In cartoons, you get that wrong by making it red. Yeah, now that I think of it, that makes a lot more sense. And yeah, black. So obviously the mouth, the inner mouth has to be black, because that just makes sense considering there's no light inside your mouth. So unless there is, it's black. Yeah, because that looks pretty realistic actually. Stars are always yellow, which everybody knows that, but not to state the obvious, but and be like, well, obvious, Captain Obvious. I'm like, yeah. Not to be Captain Obvious, but just trying to ramble in general. Halloween coloring, all looking good. All that good stuff. That way there's room